2, 1.
Welcome to the 7th and final game between Evil Geniuses and All for One Gaming. And thank you, Nan Johnson. You know why. This is the final one. We are tied at 3-3. You can call it an ace match. You can call it whatever you want. Winner gets the victory. And EG, they need it. They lost last week. Will technically be two wins to their 4 losses against NRG. And All for One Gaming went 4-1 last week. So they need the win, otherwise they are going to be putting themselves in a bad position, as there's only 5 weeks, and going 0-2 at the start, never a good sign. We are top left for Team EG in red. He brought his team back into it. They were down 2-3. It's now tied up at 3-3. EG in control. He took down Bubbles. Now he's got somebody whose name All for One Gaming has hoped comes into play. It's Cruncher.
These players are almost identical right now. I mean, their probes are finishing at the exact same time. Their probes, their scouting probes crossed in the middle. I mean, everything is pretty pretty the same right now. Yes, they did. They crossed the streams. Luckily, it hasn't killed our stream.
I'm glad you caught me saying that. Actually, it would have been funny if you did, I think. Cruncher, a little bit behind on his timing right now for his assimilator, but much like happened before, it all depends on when you decide to get your 15th probe, so it looks like both players might actually be going pile on abuse here, see what they can do. Will we see EGIncontrol go the same type of build that he did last time? Will we see Bubbles kind of play off of what, or not Bubbles, Cruncher off of what Bubbles did? We're going to have to wait and see, because sadly there's no fast-forward key to live.
Well, that's probably a good thing if we fast-forwarded through all the good stuff.
It'd be like fast-forwarding for commercials. It would be awesome unless it's those, like, the really funny ones.
Haven't you ever seen Click? Don't you know the bad things that happen when you fast-forward through life? I mean, come on.
Yeah, you become Adam Sandler.
No, you missed the point.
You become a fat Adam Sandler when you get a remote that controls everything. That's what happens to you. Though the money would be nice.
There was a moral to the story. I think you missed it.
That you become fat when you click through everything?
No, never mind.
Oh, you're talking about. Don't worry,
I know, I'm just teasing with you. Alrighty, so it looks like so far we do have the 2 gates going down for EGIncontrol. He has gone ahead and shown that to his opponent. Right now, Cruncher is continuing to just stick on 1 gateway. He's going to get a Zealot followed by a Stalker. And so he should be able to scare this probe out of his base pretty shortly.
He will show off that 2nd gateway to EGIncontrol, and you have to wonder, if Cruncher had a theme song, would it just be somebody going nom nom nom? That's the type of things I think about in the game.
Your mind amazes me.
It amazes me too.
I figured it would. So it looks like we do see that Cruncher's gone ahead and got the Zelnaga. Going to go ahead and be able to see when his opponent comes for him. We do see a 3rd gateway going down for EGIncontrol. I'll have to see if that transitions into an expansion or if that's going to transition into a 4-gate. We do see 4 gates here, though, for Cruncher, so looks like he is going to go with your typical aggressive Protoss play.
Yeah, EGIncontrol going the exact same build that he did last game, and looks like Cruncher going to follow suit with what Bubbles did. If we were to see EGIncontrol go in expansion at this point, I would cry tears of ire. Yes, that's the word I was going for. I would actually cry tears of ire. But as you see, he's going to the robotics facility. Maybe he'll actually be doing the warp prism again and warping more than 1 Zealot on his opponent's mineral line. Interesting.
We have 4-gate Robo here for Cruncher. So a very interesting build here for him. Definitely an all-in 1-base build. And then EGIncontrol just kind of going the safe route. He's got the Robo, protecting him in case of DTs, and then have to see. I'm thinking he'll probably go Colossus off of this.
It's tough to say. He's going to base off of what he sees with that first observer. It could also be to go into Immortal as Cruncher trying to push forward. EGIncontrol realizing, hey, I got more units than you. I can bully you. I'm actually bigger than you in real life, too. So get out of my base.
And pretty good job there by Cruncher. He pulls back a Stalker to try and allow this slow little Zealot to get out of there. Manages, he takes a little more damage on his Zealot, or on his Stalker, but manages to save his Zealot in the process. So good job there.
Yeah, there's the robotics bay for Cruncher, and looking over at EGIncontrol, the only thing he has going for it right now is the Observer. Will we see an Immortal from it? Maybe not. Looks like, oh, there we go. There's the robotics facility. So he is, or the robotics bay, a little bit behind on that. He will get the scout on his opponent's base just a little bit sooner because he does have the Observer out. Though if Cruncher pays attention, he might actually be able to snipe EGIncontrol's Observer. Yeah, there we go. The dance of the Observer. They kind of look like those crazy things from the Matrix that go after their ship. They float in the air instead of... I guess they did float in the air in that too.
Well, as soon as one of these things starts throwing bombs, winding up and throwing a bomb at the Nexus, then I'll be impressed.
Digging their way through, just planting on the side of the ships, and jabbing everywhere. If only Observers could. That would be a very OP unit. It'd be like making a flying DT.
Hey, there you go. So... interesting to see how this goes. It looks like EGIncontrol is going to go 3 base robotics and take an expansion. So a lot of this is going to come down to timing and when Cruncher comes in with the attack. Obviously, he's more aggressive in his build right now. So well, it's just going to come down to the timing of the attack and whether EGIncontrol can hold it.
Yeah, a lot of that right now is him having 2 sentries with essentially max energy, trying to get his own first Colossi out. The first one is now out for Cruncher. And if EGIncontrol can get this expansion up, if he can get a solid amount of probes on it, trouble will be had. But at the same time, because of the positions that these guys are in with each other, Cruncher could also decide to go up the... destroy both destructible rocks and have some fun that way. Of course, EGIncontrol will notice it, but that can mess with you on a lot of ways, knowing that, okay, you can attack my front, my back. He's got more Colossi than me. What do I do? I've also got to be careful of my natural. So it becomes a really big decision back and forth in your head of weighing out the pros and the cons of each situation.
Yeah, Cruncher just barely scouted this expansion, and as you see, at the same time, once he scouted that, he decided to go ahead and throw down a Nexus as well. So decided to abandon the all-in. I still wouldn't be surprised to see him do some type of a timing attack. But right now, EGIncontrol is starting to get the benefits of this earlier expansion, so he's going to hit. He needs to go try and do it soon. He may just be waiting for Thermal Lance to finish or something to that extent.
Or potentially second robotics facility, which will be completed here shortly as EGIncontrol's second Colossi about to grace the field. We've already got 2 sitting over there for Cruncher right now. His own Nexus getting near completion. Both players soon to have fully finished Thermal Lance as well. EGIncontrol's is just slightly ahead, as it looks like Cruncher may be pushing out. EGIncontrol spots it with a probe, and we'll have to see if he's just going to stay on the defensive. I don't think he's going to bother trying to go out into attack, and no. At the same time, Cruncher goes, okay, you know I'm coming, I'm going to back away, I'll wait. I don't want to be attacked or be out in the middle of the map when suddenly you're going after my expansion.
Yeah, and just taking a look at everything here, fairly close between the 2 players, 86 to 83 food, really slight probe lead here for EGIncontrol, so right now everything is fairly close.
Yeah, both players actually going for their 1 attack upgrade at essentially the same time, and here we go, the difference will start to come. There's the Twilight Council from EGIncontrol. Will it be for Blink? Will it be for Zealot Lightspeed, also known as Charge? Could it be a transition into High Templars or Dark Templars? We won't know until it happens, so your guess is as good as mine.
We do see, because EGIncontrol is going to start pulling ahead here in Colossus count, because he decided to get that second robotics facility. Right now, it is...
Not for too much longer, though. There is 2 for Cruncher. Keep that in mind.
Did he get a second one up? I didn't see the second one pop up. There it is. Oh, he's actually making another observer, so sorry about that. I just missed that. We do see EGIncontrol is pulled ahead on his worker count, though. So, for the most part, these players are playing fairly similarly. Just a few nuances, little subtle changes between the 2. But, I mean, really, for the most part, their accounts are the same. Same number of Stalkers, same number of Colossus. Everything's pretty close up right now.
Except for the amount of bases, as EGIncontrol is going for a 3rd. And when you have armies like this, it'll essentially come down to the 1 attack that happens. the winner of that will most likely be the victor in the game. As there we go, in control, going with the charge. The upgrade 4 is out, so we'll probably see a bunch more of them joining into the fray. There is the Templar, or the Twilight Council, being warped in as well for Cruncher right now. So these guys going the exact same style of builds, just a little bit timing between the two of them, except now in control being very brave, taking his third as he realizes, okay, I've got enough, I can fend it off if you decide to come attack, and say I were to get the victory in that battle, I've got a third base and you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's scouted it yet. We'll have to see how soon this observer catches that third expansion. I think the fact that both players have been able to scout each other really well with observers has led a lot to this mirror-type matchup so far.
There we go. First Stargate is on the way now for In Control. So he's literally throwing everything that he possibly can think of. Maybe, I say this very lightly, we will see a fleet beacon and then just giant blue flames shooting out of the top of a Nexus.
It'll be interesting to see what he does with that. We do see he's going to go ahead and get his charge a little earlier than his opponent. It doesn't look like we have any charge started yet here for Cruncher, so I'm interested to see what he's going to do with this Twilight Council.
Yeah, chat saying Void Rays, I kind of agree with that. I would love to see a mothership, but oh my god, there's a fleet beacon.
Oh. So there we go.
It won't be for Void Ray speed, because that doesn't exist anymore, ladies and gentlemen. All the while, Cruncher trying to take a third of his own. In Control has spotted it. He's just going to be like, okay, I don't want to go attack into you. I'm not going to be that dumb. And holy crap, 8 Colossi for make that 9. 9 Colossi for In Control. 9 as well for Cruncher. I don't think I've ever seen that many 3-legged units on the field at one time. Oh, sorry, they do have 4, don't they?
Yeah. No worries.
It looks like 3.
It does. That last one is kind of hiding in the background, but that is really high. They don't have a whole lot of units to create a wall between them and the others, but since they're so well mirrored, right? Whoa! What are you seeing?
Micro screams because Micro sees a freaking mothership at the natural of In Control. He is my new hero. I just screamed like a little girl.
Really? I didn't notice.
I screamed like a little girl at 1:30 in the morning. Hopefully I didn't wake up my house.
Yeah. Hopefully I get my hearing back today. And it looks like In Control's gone ahead and take a 4th base here, so both players don't seem seem very interested in attacking each other. This is going to be really interesting with the mothership. The cloak probably isn't going to make a huge difference with all the observers out. It's going to be
from Cruncher as well, though.
It's going to really.
Yeah.
It's going to be more along... we do see a warp prism, though, for Cruncher, so that could be interesting to see how that plays into it. I think it's going to be more about the vortex and how that's used could make a huge difference in this fight between the two of them.
Yeah, In Control as well. He's getting Blink, getting the very rarely seen increased speed for your Overlords. And we're about 20 seconds away from seeing this game lag. In Control getting a 2nd Stargate, so he's not done with those yet. It could be Void Rays, could be Phoenix. Maybe he's going to try and lift off or have more things to attack the Colossi. And I don't think... Oh my god, there's a mothership on the way from Cruncher too. And if we go to the natural of In Control, lag.
Uh-oh. You okay?
I can't believe we are about to see a game with 2 motherships in it.
That is crazy. I can't remember the last time I saw a mothership in a competitive game like this.
I saw one on Tuesday with Kiwi Kaki, but I've never seen one where both Protoss get a freaking mothership. I've never seen this. It's awesome.
We do have a warp gate up here, but there's 3 stalkers really well positioned. It looks like he has seen that, and so, close, does some damage to it. Doesn't manage to pick it off, though. So that's going to go ahead and circle around and see if he can get some attacks in on one of these expansions, probably.
Yeah, and the thing is, motherships, everybody's like, oh, they're just for Vortex. What a lot of people don't realize is that you can go attack somewhere, recall your whole army back if you get attacked, and be like, oh, look, you just lost your base. But In Control has other things in mind. He is leading with it right now, and if you actually